Okay.
So tell me, how has been life treating Pistols at Dawn since the pandemic?
Pistols at Dawn uh, has been amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, we have multiple tours coming up. Our new song, Under the Surface, well, our previous radio single, The Truth, went top 40 Billboard, top six secondary. Our new single, Under the Surface, has moved up on Media Base 96 spots last week. Um, Top 10 uh, gainers in secondary, and just things are blowing up.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome. So life has been treating you guys good.
it's very fortunate. Very fortunate. We played a benefit show in Atlanta a week ago. We killed it. We had a great crowd. We raised some good money for Foster Care Support Foundation, and now we're going to Vegas for the Hashtag Happens Media Based Radio Conference. We're opening for one of their principal artists, which will be announced shortly. And then we go out on tour with Alter Bridge and then Ugly Kid Joe and Fozzy.
That is phenomenal. That is absolutely phenomenal. Good for you guys.
Thank you.
So the name Pistols at Dawn, how did you guys come up with the name?
I actually came up with the name.
You did.
Yeah. We had a meeting back in 2015 with all of our kind of name ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And this was just something I had wanted to use for a really long time. So I threw it
Mm-hmm.
in the mix, and I had a logo created, and the guys just ate it up, and Pistols at Dawn was created.
That is incredible.
If you watch a lot of movies from back in like um, old England and old America back in the 1800s, when someone's integrity was called into question, they would announce Pistols at Dawn, and then they would have a duel the next morning in the fog, pick up the guns, do their 10 paces, and then kill one of them
And,
dies.
and the
Uh,
name was just born.
yeah, basically, it's basically defending your integrity, defending the integrity of your partner, etc.
That's great. So prior to pandemic, you guys probably weren't doing much, were you? So when the pandemic was going on.
So we formed in 2015,
Okay.
created our first three singles, took a break, and then one of our guitarists died.
Oh, I'm
After
sorry.
that, thank you. We took an extended break,
Yeah.
and we didn't decide to go fully pro until the summer, well, until January 2019.
Mm-hmm.
January 2019, we decided to go pro. March, or was it 20? Yeah, March 20, just a few months later, um, the pandemic hit. And I put my head down, and my guitarist Devin put his head down, and we just decided to put out as much content. We put out our singles, we put out our EP, we put out 8 different professional music videos during the pandemic. We contacted millions of people, replied to millions of people, and just really decided we were going to entertain people as much as possible through the worst part of the pandemic. And so when we came out of the pandemic, our trajectory was really on the up. And that's when we got signed to our label, management, radio team, et cetera, et cetera. And then basically
Wow.
the rest is history.
So I'm dealing with like full-time, like big name artist here. I'm not just dealing with a small indie act anymore.
Yeah, no indie act. We're on Megaforce.
That's great.
And, we put out our second radio single, Under the Surface, which is killing it, fortunately, and we think it's going to go pretty high. We have a very, we're very proud of this song, and we think it's a true perfect radio banger to
That's
go to
great.
the top on both charts and Billboard as well. And I don't mean that arrogantly. I just mean like we feel confident about it. Our teams feel confident about it, and it's just that we've got another 3 or 4 tracks
That's
minimum from our current album Ascension that we intend to go to radio with.
that
So
that's great.
there's going to be at least 5, 6 tracks. So yeah, we don't. We're not indie.
No, I know. I realize that now. But open it up for Alter Bridge. Is that the first time you're opening up for big names or
Yeah, that's our first big tour, and and it's an honor to play with, some of the greats,
Yeah.
and in front of their thousands and thousands of fans. And we'll bring some of our own as well, but we also get to play with Wolfgang Van Halen and Mammoth, and we're truly excited by that. This is like a rock god concert.
Yeah,
We
I
get
would say.
Tremonti, we get Wolfgang, we get our own guitarist Will James, who's just a 22-year-old prodigy. And
Wow.
for guitar lovers, they really need to come out to this concert,
Yeah,
this tour that we're going to be on with them, because it's just going to be badass guitarist after badass guitarist after badass
that's
guitarist.
insane. Is your tour bringing you out here anywhere near like Pennsylvania?
So we're actually doing the Midwest and West Coast tour with Alter Bridge and Mammoth WVH, and but we are actually going on tour with Fozzy and Ugly Kid Joe, with Ugly Kid Joe on their tour that's coming up in May, and
That's great.
Fozzy's joining them on support on some dates, and then we've got the entire tour. It's 29 different cities, including in Pennsylvania. I know we're coming to Pennsylvania.
Where in PA, do you know?
I'm not sure. Well, we posted it. It's on our website,
I'll
Facebook,
have to check it
everything.
out. I'll have to check it out because if it's within,
Yeah,
I'm around. I gotta come out. That's gonna be great.
it's going to be a fun show. I mean, and you've got really three different, very unique bands. Ugly Kid Joe, who hasn't toured the States in like 27 years.
Oh, that's
And then,
amazing.
we're doing coast to coast, 29 different cities. And then you've got Fozzy, who's just one of the biggest badasses out there with his amazing band. Rich Ward and all those guys are just sick. And then we really bring something different to the table. We don't use tracks. We're a straightforward rock band.
That's amazing. I love it.
Our singer was touched by the gods. Our guitarist was touched by the gods. Our bassist and our rhythm guitarist are just pros. And we just, we're excited about all of it. We just want to tour as much as possible, and so
Yeah.
we're looking for more northeastern dates. Actually, right now we want to do the full East Coast,
Cool.
especially up through the Northeast, which we haven't done yet. And then we want to go to Europe, UK, South America, etc. We want to
That's great.
we just want to tour like crazy. And so our new album Ascension will be on the radio for the next year minimum with the radio singles we're putting out. So we're gonna just tour nonstop.
Awesome. That's fantastic. And what does the band like to do for fun?
Honestly, we love playing music for fun. That is our fun. We really enjoy playing. Like, we don't look at it as a job, or, it's not really an aspiration. It's more just, it's what we do to enjoy ourselves. Other than that, everybody listens to a ton of music, goes to a ton of concerts. We're all about music. We're true rockers. We
That's
grew up
awesome.
with other rock, we grew up playing in bands since we were little kids.
That's
And
great.
so this is what we really enjoy doing. We all love to travel. We all love to have girlfriends, the whole thing.
Living the dream, right?
Living the dream.
That's awesome. So where can people find your stuff if they want to check out your music, check out what's going on with the band, they want to stalk your guitarists?
Yes, please stalk us. And some of us are married, so I don't mean all of us have girlfriends.
I know you're one of them.
I am one of them.
You didn't even have to show me your hand. I already knew just by the way that you've conducted yourself in the interview.
Yes, I am one of them. But she says have a good time, so I think that's what I'll do.
I think it's a given. Any bald-headed guy is married because my husband's bald and he's proud of it too. So.
Hey, I own it, man. It works. I've never had a problem. And so anyway, pistolsatdawnband.com, at pistolsatdawnband on Facebook, at pistolsatdawnofficial on Instagram. And
Awesome.
we communicate a ton. We reply. If you message us, we reply. We've got killer merch. We post all the time. And we're touring like crazy, and we're putting out content like crazy. So, definitely follow us. I know y'all got a couple thousand followers on YouTube. Check out Ascension, our new album. Press play on Under the Surface. We put out 8 tracks. We did not put out some fluff album. It's 8 tracks, 32 minutes. And if you're doing a workout, or you're going on a fast drive, or you're just in the mood to be pissed off, or just get energized, push play on track 1 under the surface, and then just let it go track to track. And 32 minutes later, you're going to be like, God damn, that was good.
Awesome.
And I feel good. Let's put it that way.
That's great. Well, I appreciate you coming out, taking time, waiting for me because I'm a slacker.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm just glad we finally connected.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure chatting with you, and I hope to see you out on the road and meet you guys in person.
Yeah, if you'd like us to ever come back, we'd love to be here, and we're grateful for you having us today.
Of course. Thanks a
Take
lot,
care.
and you enjoy.